Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I mounted a 420 Predator on a BT200X. So the first thing I did was I cut off the original mounting plates. We got rid of them right away. Then I went up to my local steel supply and I bought a 3/16 plate steel, 1 square foot of it, 12 inches by 12 inches, just in case some of y'all don't know. Then I had laid it down here, and it's actually 12 inches long still. We left it the length it was. We just cut the edges. We marked the center of the frame right there, and then marked it over here as well. And then we just welded down the middle. Sorry about the crappy weld. So I'm working with a really crappy welder from Harbor Freight, like the cheapest one they got. But I mean, it holds. It does what I need it to for now. The trickiest part was trying to get the chains to line up with the sprocket. So we had no contact with the plate right here for the torque converter. So what we did was we had measured everything out right here for the plate to match that and that. And then we had to have room for the starter and everything and the battery. So we had moved it back about an inch and a quarter. Once we did that, we set the motor up here and we put the torque converter plate on so we can get a perfect alignment. We got about a 1/4 inch in between chain and plate. And we had marked around this, right around the edge of the motor mount, there and here. And then we had took a manila folder and we had put the edge of it right here on the edge of that bolt for your oil drain. We ran it all the way down the side of the motor and put some grease on our fingers, and we rubbed it around the holes so that when we put our folder on the plate itself, we pinged our mounting, and then we drilled one and then made sure it was still fit up, and then we drilled the rest out, and it bolted right up pretty much. It was fairly easy. I still got to break it down and paint everything. I got to get rid of this. I got to take the motor off and clean that up a little bit, and then we can spray it. The way I got the electric start to work, originally it's a big box, and it mounts right here and here, and that would not work out. It was just too crammed up here. So I took it out and found a way to just get me a little electrical tape, and it's a steel box, but I just wanted it kind of sealed. You got some fuses in there you're gonna have to worry about. Next build, I'll definitely do a detailed video on how I did that. I plan on building a 440 Duromax. That'll be the next one. We're gonna turn it into a 460. So the way I got this tank to fit, this is not the original 420 tank. This is a 212 tank, and this is the 390 420 mountain plate, top plate. Usually you run a fuel pump up there. So what I had done was just drilled the holes for the original mounts. I had to flip the tank around so we could still open it up and put gas in it. And then I got a plate right here that bolts into the front, which is actually the rear because I had to flip it around. That's why the line's running from front to back to the carburetor. That's a 34 millimeter carburetor. That's a featherweight battery. It's perfect for this. Super strong. It takes like 20 minutes to charge, if that. I've had to charge it twice. It's got almost 2 hours on the build so far. It's doing great. It does 59 miles an hour with stock gearing right now. And I'm gonna keep beefing it a little bit. So how I got this to work without an engine riser, I took it and put it on my press, my drill press, which is a piece of crap, and had tried to drill out the center holes right here. So you had drilled right here and there on both sides, and it kind of took a file a little bit, and then I had to space it out right there and there, and it's holding up pretty well. I also had to cut some fins, a couple fins down there on the top of the head almost. Just had to take care of a couple of those. It's really hard to show you. But this is the belt that's been on it for 2 hours, almost 2 hours. That's not bad for how much horsepower this thing has. It's got a 280 cam in it. Got some headwork, ported and epoxied the intake. We ported the exhaust too. I want to, I don't like this exhaust, so I want to actually get some tubing and bend out, but I'm going to come past this because nobody makes an exhaust that actually comes out and will pass this frame or the regular or EX 200 or 200 EX. So that's gonna be the next one. I'm running a hot coil, so there's no rev limiter on that. I got I vented the crankcase right here, and we had some oil blowing out at first. I just had a filter on that, and the oil was just going everywhere. That's why there's oil all over. So that kind of sucked right after building it. So I ended up running a line all the way to a catch can, but now it doesn't blow no more oil, so that's a good thing. These are the tires that are on it. They're stock, the original tires. I'm going to eventually change it up. I'm probably going to put 20s on it. It's a little dirty. We had some fun with it. The headlight's still not hooked up. I want to put an LED on that, so that'll be pretty cool. Well, I'll go ahead and start it up for you guys. And if you guys have any questions at all, just go ahead and comment and I'll for sure answer. We're going to go ahead and pull the choke up. It's been a long time since I've run it. Make sure it's not full throttle. And then we'll go ahead and stick our key in there. There we go. The thing runs beautiful. It was an amazing build. Actually, it's got 1.6 hours on it. We haven't gotten much to ride because it's been so cold out. We just got some snow and that's terrible out there now, so I don't want it to rust anymore before I get it done and paint it up. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and tune in next time.